Now, I was wondering if we can talk briefly about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Can you give us any guidance on how that's impacting the world and whether it's positive?
Shall we say this? Coins are a method of transferring value. That is all it is. It is an agreement that if I provide you with this, you will provide me with this to purchase something that I need. So it is simply a way of transferring material. You understand, a balancing quality. What occurred with coinage, of course, was humans always seem to fall towards what is the ultimate evilness, which is greed. So this one wants to cheat this one over here. So this one, shall we say, puts a little bit of lead in their gold. So it now weighs the same, but is not of the same value. So the gold becomes less and less pure. Do you understand what I mean? So the purity is lost, and no one can any longer trust anyone else. So you try to make different coinage. You try to make a material that, shall we say, relates to pure gold. You put the pure gold somewhere where no one can get at it to exchange it for the lead. Then you print a piece of paper that says this is worth this much pure gold. All is good, all is good, until there is only the piece of paper and no pure gold. It is just a piece of paper promising empty promises. Now you can print more and more and more empty promises. Of course, you're always being filled with empty promises. So someone comes up with a new idea, a new way of limiting empty promises. Nobody who is in the business of empty promises likes the idea that someone can promise something that has a limit to it. And that is where your cryptocurrencies lie. It is what happens when there is no trust in the world. Nobody trusts anybody else. Then you are caught up in the ultimate of all, which is endless lies. More and more and more lies. All of it is designed to take advantage of each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even in the world of your cryptocurrencies, it is filled with lies, filled with promises, empty, of course, because nobody is trustworthy. Until humankind realize that the trustworthiness leads to the destruction of their environment and, of course, the elimination of the species itself. And that is why the new species comes into being, because they cannot be lied to. because they are reading the field. Do you understand? They know who they can trust and who to, shall we say, do business with. Those who are honest. Do you understand? Honesty then comes about. And do you need any currencies at all, or do you need just a ledger? A ledger which says this one has this amount and this one owes that amount. Do you understand what I mean? And so it is that while the currency of cryptos is, shall we say, the same as all the others, the basis on which the ledger is organized gives a quality that is reliable to all. Do you understand what I mean? So one cannot simply print, one cannot cheat, because the very structure of the ledger is capable of keeping track of what is there. Does this answer the question?
Yeah, so Bitcoin's not, and other cryptocurrencies, not our answer to our...
I want to say your blockchain is the answer, the ledger is the answer.
Okay.
How you manage that, that is the important thing. When everyone agrees on one ledger that is unified across the globe as the one ledger that cannot be used for criminal activities. You understand, criminal activities are what you would call the outright criminal, and shall we call them the white collar criminal, that is the political criminals that you are filled with. You understand, all of this methods of making money by cheating others, that will only generate more and more different cryptocurrency or blockchain mechanisms, because nobody trusts any single one, because it is manipulated. Do you understand? As soon as there is an agreement that nothing can be made from nothing, you understand that one has to give something in order to gain something in one's account. And that is not counting it up. That is not giving anything, because the very ledger itself counts it all. It does not need people to make money counting up the ledger. Do you understand what I mean? And so all of the, shall we call them, the industries that are based on, shall we call them, the phase of cheat, that is, all the mechanisms designed to take from others without producing anything. Because there is no need for that when, shall we say, the law is set and the accounting is done by the ledger itself. Then all you might have are those that oversee and check that the ledger is not being abused. And if that occurs, all they have to do is reverse the ledger. No one can make anything if the ledger remains intact. You understand what I mean? And so I said before that the cryptocurrency market is another one of the markets that simply is unnecessary. Do you understand what I mean?
I do. Thank you.